What's up? So there's two main things that I need to address right away. First of all, today is Monday, not Sunday. I'm changing the day that I upload every week to Mondays because Sundays I usually get together with my family. Recording is a lot more difficult. Editing is a lot more difficult because I don't really get much peace. And I think it's just generally better if I start uploading on Mondays instead of Sundays. Now that that's out of the way, this week I haven't been able to do all the hours that I wanted to. Basically, every week I'm doing 6 hours of programming and one on, well, it used to be Sundays, now it's Mondays, the day that I upload the video, which I focus on recording and editing the video. This week, out of those 6 hours that I was supposed to be programming, I only could do 4. That's because, well, a lot of things have been going on, all good, thankfully. But yeah, I have some hours that I will have to make up for in the next week. What I decided with this is that those 2 hours that I have left over from last week are not only going to be 2, but are going to be 4 hours for this week. Basically double what I needed to do last week. This is because, well, I have more free time this week. I have a lot of free time this week. And I believe I'm not going to have any issues actually making these hours. Now that all that's out of the way, let's actually talk about what I've been doing programming-wise. Last week, we ended on me making the actual database in Fauna. The next steps were to connect the database to the actual website. For this, I spent around a day reading documentation and not understanding anything. Like anything. It was using Curb, I believe it was called. It's like a language to interact with this, to make like post methods, post requests through a command line. I'm not working with a command line, and I couldn't really find a way to keep on using Curb as the examples showed. So I switched to Fetch, which is the actual way to make requests. Web requests, HTTP requests through the web. I use this translator to grab the curve code that they used in the example queries. Queries? How the fuck do you pronounce that? Anyway, I use a translator to take that code and turn it into a fetch request. And through that, I was able to connect the database to the website. This means that the first thing I did was test it, make a button, click the button, and it prints on the console all the different fertilizers that there are. Once I managed to do that, I started working on actual useful queries. I'm gonna call them queries, I don't care. First thing I did was to create a function that adds the compatibility points. It takes 2 fertilizers and a percentage and another value that says if it's compatible at that percentage or if it's incompatible at that percentage. Basically, it's just a select a couple of boxes where you select the fertilizers, you input the number, you say whether it's compatible or not, and then it sends it and it updates the database. The other thing that I did was in the list of fertilizers that you have to select from for this function, it only shows the actual fertilizers in the database. And that's basically what I managed to do this week. I realized that I'm not really explaining any code. I don't really know how to explain the code. It's not complicated at all. I just suck at editing and I wouldn't know how to show you what the code is and how to explain it. So I've been thinking that maybe I could live stream the actual coding hours and then make this like a summary of what I've been doing. Keep this as a summary, live stream the actual hours, so if you're interested in any of the parts specifically that I've made, you can go and watch the live stream. I'll keep it up in the channel. I don't know if I'll start this week or when, but yeah, that's basically it. See you guys next time.